Hey everybody, it's Nathaniel here to talk to you more about free will. Um, so I don't think free will is a valid concept because free will is a type of control, and to me, to have control over something means for what happens to that thing to be subject to your desire. Um, so, but then people on both sides of the free will debate will say that one side will they'll both say that free will entails having control over your thoughts. One side will say that you can't have control over your thoughts. One side will say that you can, and the one that will say that you can't will say that you can't because every every thought that you have, you can't pre-plan a thought because every thought that you have, because the act of pre-planning a thought is a thought, and you can't pre-plan you can't ultimately pre-plan anything because you that would every that ultimate pre-planning would require pre-planning, and that pre-planning would require pre-planning, and it would be an infinite regress. You would never find a time where it's even possible for you to pre-plan a thought. Um, and of course, I mean, this seems to be a very logical argument, but yeah, I'm not arguing for free will. I'm arguing that the concept of free will is invalid. Um, um, the concept of free will is because desires are like thoughts, so they're mental states. They're emotional states that affect your consciousness. So desires are like thoughts, and so what you're saying when you and you sit and they're basically saying you don't have control over your thoughts, you don't have control over your desires. So what they're saying is you don't have free will because you don't because and free will is a type of control. So you don't have free will because you don't your desires are not subject to your desire, which just doesn't make any sense. And then you can say, well, you're trivially um, compressing the definition of control. You can because control can mean a broader has a broader meaning, and you can say that, and so they can say that to have control means that you have that that things are subject to your willpower, but that's the same thing. That then they would say that your willpower is not subject to your willpower, therefore you don't have free will, and it's just a nonsense. It's just nonsense. And then they would say that free will, you can't have ethics because no one's responsible for what they do because the world is deterministic, and everything that happens would have happened anyway. It's like it's ridiculous because what they're saying is you should choose to. I mean, it's okay to choose to relinquish response to relinquish authorship of your actions, and so it's okay to choose to do whatever you want or just to not do anything. It's just like if it's okay. They're saying it's okay to relinquish your ability to make choices. It's like, why would you suggest that to someone? Because it's a choice to relinquish their ability to make choices. So if they make a choice to relinquish their ability to make choices, they're automatically acknowledging that they can make a choice. It's absolutely absurd. It's the whole discussion is nonsense, and so yeah, I'm recording this on my yeah. So um, yeah, so I talked about that ethics thing in another video, I believe. But yeah, those are my general thoughts on the whole free will thing. Um, yeah, so make sure to subscribe and like and comment. I don't know why I would want you to comment. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're showing support of my work. I don't know. I don't know if like there's algorithms that make people, because I've heard other YouTubers say I want you to comment, but I don't know. But anyways, it's but anyways, make sure to like and subscribe if you like my content. I'm done talking about this free will stuff. I'm filming this on my phone because I got Windows on my computer, and now it's and Windows is a pain in the ass when it comes to media apps because it doesn't have ones pre-installed like oh I like the Mac operating system does. So so yeah. So see you later, guys.